Getting into YC Demo Day has been a massive goal of mine for about 3 years, so finally stepping inside felt like a huge milestone. The energy here is just electric, and I wanted to bring you all along to see exactly what goes down behind these closed doors. When you pull into the parking lot, it's honestly just a sea of luxury vehicles and shiny new cars everywhere you look. My 2004 Prius was sitting right in the middle of all that, which felt pretty funny, but it's still part of the sustainable energy gang, right? Now, the event is incredibly strict about what can be filmed, with many parts being totally off-limits for cameras. It's a little annoying as a creator, but they were cool enough to let me capture some small snippets so you can get the overall vibe. Walking the floor, you can instantly feel the intensity from founders who are nervous and investors who are basically hunting for the next big thing. I actually bumped into an old friend who's now a partner. And it's wild to hear how the batch size has exploded from 40 companies to over 400. We talked about how partners split up into groups to mentor startups, making sure everyone gets the attention they need during these crazy weeks. One thing that really blew my mind was their internal software, which lets investors like a pitch instantly to connect with the founders. It's such a low-friction way to network, and honestly, seeing that kind of seamless interaction in real time is pretty genius. As the room packs out, you get that intense silence right before the presentations begin, which is always such a dramatic moment. You're seeing dozens of companies back to back, from cool consumer gadgets to complex enterprise services. The pitches are super polished, but what I'm actually looking for are those raw, authentic moments that really grab people's attention. Traditionally, if you wanted to turn a day like this into social media content, you'd be stuck editing for hours or hiring someone expensive. Those delays are a total momentum killer, because in the world of social media, the news cycle moves faster than you can blink. This time, I decided to do things differently by using Vizard to handle all that heavy lifting for me. The AI scans through these long, raw files and automatically identifies the highest energy moments and the best punchlines. You don't need to be a professional editor to get great results. The tool just does the work for you. For example, there was this hilarious startup pitching a cannabis drink, and their founder's story about dosage was just perfect for a viral clip. Vizard snagged that exact 30-second moment, added clean captions, and resized it for TikTok and Instagram in seconds. It's wild because that snippet started getting shared by people who weren't even at the event. Most tools out there are either way too expensive for a new creator, or they force you to jump between 3 different apps just to post. Vizard actually flips that whole script by being an all-in-one pipeline for your content creation. It finds the best moments, formats them, and even lets you auto-schedule them based on your posting calendar. Having that visual view of everything queued up let me tweak and optimize my posts without ever leaving the platform. It saved me so many hours, which is huge when you're covering a non-stop event like Demo Day. Back on the floor, you can see founders sprinting to meetings because YC creates this massive system to fast-track their networking. The pace is totally insane, but the founders who really win are the ones who can capture attention and keep it. Short, punchy clips actually get way more engagement than a 20-minute long-form video stream ever could. I chatted with a partner who keeps a massive WhatsApp group for all their founders to share updates. Being able to just pull a 30-second clip of a pitch and drop it into that chat is such a game changer for feedback. I saw other founders spending hundreds a month on editing help and still failing to get consistent output. The AI is actually smart enough to listen for vocal emphasis and audience reactions, so it doesn't just cut clips at random. The scheduling feature is super simple. You just choose your frequency and let the platform handle the rest. Even the enterprise startups, who you might think are too formal for social media, have these amazing micro moments worth sharing. Whether it's a story about overcoming a technical challenge or a one-liner about industry costs, those moments build massive credibility. Vizard keeps things nimble, so you aren't waiting for an engineering team to manually export files for you. If you're worried about your brand voice, don't be, because you still have full control to edit or remix the drafts. It acts more like a personal assistant that hands you a polished draft rather than some robotic tool you can't customize. Having that steady stream of clips also let me A/B test different headlines to see what actually pulled the most interest. That real-time feedback loop is how you learn what resonates and then double down on the next batch of content. As Demo Day finally winds down, you can feel the entire room loosening up with drinks and networking. For me, using this tool meant I left the venue with a full week's worth of content already queued and ready to post. It really turned the whole exhausting process into something that was simple, repeatable, and actually kind of fun. Overall, my first YC Demo Day was a total success, full of incredible stories and people building the future. If you're running content for startups or covering events, you really need a tool that understands narrative moments. I'll be dropping more behind-the-scenes content on which clips actually popped off, so stay tuned for those updates. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.